world. Mountains. He moved the world. You came up. People, chickens, birds, elephants. Why? Let me tell you why. This the sun. This what the sun is doing for you. All that stuff came from the ground. Let me tell you how you know. You ever wonder why when you bleed, it's red. Just like that volcano. Just like the sun. It's red. Red, you bleed in the same thing that the sun has created. You bleed in that same blood, that same energy. The same thing that's inside of you exists in everything else. That's why when animals bleed, it's red. And as it bleed, what happens? It forms a scalp, just like that lava. You have to ask yourself, man can create these things. But see, have you ever noticed that? Let me break this something down. 4,000 feet or almost half all the miles you can go down to the deeps of the ocean, right? What do you find? Bring it up. Planet, plantos, creation, things that you didn't even know that existed in dark. In the dark. Things that man can create. Organisms. We can't create that, but it's living. And it just need to be Rosa. It's living. It's living. We can't create that. We can't create organism. We can't create that. But see, when God seeded this world, that's just what happened. He seeded it. And if you go down deep enough, which you can never reach the depths of it, it's supposed to be the core. Now, if you notice with the core and a complete circle, there are layers. And since a circle is infinite, as you take a circle, right? And you draw a circle within a circle within a circle. As you notice that every time a layer is removed, a layer forms. It's crazy. It just go to show you, every time you take a piece of your skin, you peel it off, it comes back. Sometimes if you cut it too deep, you can't get it back. It's like a tree. You can take a piece of it, cut it off, and it'll grow back. You know, this message goes deeper than what you think. But see, that's what it was intended to do. Because what if you reading a book and the people that did not understand what the voice of the universe was telling them, but they was trying to write it down? Because if you meditate and you seek the spirit, he's gonna tell you what it is that you need to know, but you can never learn everything. But you could learn how to find it. And over time, people were looking. But when you stop looking, it's when you find it. What if the people that wrote these books and tried to modify and try to figure out what the creator was saying, didn't understand when it said the sun, right? And they didn't understand it. They didn't understand it. And they was like, Okay, so the sun created us, and then they were like, yeah, the sun created you. And that's the understanding, but you were like, that's my son. So you don't want to accept the fact that the son created you. So you start looking at you, no, you are a hermit. So that's your son, you're the father, and that's your son. And I think that a man created it, and the man was with it. What if the son? And they didn't get it, and they were trying to figure it out when they interpret the language of the people from the beginning of time. And they were like, no, they can't be talking about the sun. They can't be talking about the sun. They talk about Hermes. They don't want to accept the fact that the sun was the reason for it all. Rise in the east, set in the west. And it rose again. They saw it ascended to the heavens. All the metaphoric things, symbolic terms. 88 Bibles, 66 simplified. Take away 22. Can't deliver the full truth. Listen to what I tell you. Keep you scattered out. Make you think that your religion is better than his religion. Or if you take a sun, right? Let's draw lines around the sun. Draw a sun. Put the lines around it. And you take every religion in the world, and you say Jainism, Hinduism, Babylon, Oniism, Mormon, Islam, Christianity. You know where I'm going? And you write the words around it. Now you know how to find the truth as a whole. Because believe it or not, the other religions, they find peace as well. Because of the fact that we are so close-minded as people, we can't discover the truth because of the fear and unrealized fear that people have placed before our eyes and people have placed before our lives. And over time, we just became lost and confused. And we take Bibles that tell you not to remove content. Remove the content. Take Bibles that say lean not on your own understanding. And we simplify the Bibles. We give you our understanding, and we preach the message to people that just don't understand it, but they need a simpler way. So we don't understand it, and we need help. We need guidance. We need somebody to tell us something that the answer is truly within us. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you were taught wrong. And it's sad because it's all we ever know. It's all we will ever understand because our parents taught us this. Their parents taught them that. Their parents taught them that. And it all was created from somebody understanding. But until you understand yourself, you could never understand others until you stop asking people to walk your journey. Till you walk alone. Till you pray. Till you meditate. You will forever be lost. But I pray that within this message, which it took me forever to create, y'all. It took me years. It took me years of study. It took me years of studying. But everything has a time, guys. Everything has a time, and it's time out for everything. Sit down. Stop looking for people to figure things out for you. God is in us. He's not up there. He's not in the heavens. He's not. The heaven is truly when you discover who you are. See, if you go out and you study to show yourself approval and you look at all the other religions and you have to delete, now when I tell you that, to look at other religions, let me break it down for you. Religions were created to just control the population, give them rules, receive personal agendas. And the truth be told, God gave you free will. Like he gave everybody else, every species, everything else. He gave you free will. So you have to know how to discover the word within those religions.